Welcome to meditation class number 3 of the spring session. I know I keep saying this, but I really hope that at least the first time you use these meditation tapes, you have used them to follow your asana and pranayama practice. I'll give you the quick Reader's Digest version. Meditation is not hard if you are well prepared, and that's what asana and pranayama do, is prepare you. So, find yourself in a good seat or lie down or use a recliner, whichever is going to be most comfortable and allow you to stay awake if staying awake is your goal for this meditation. If it's not, go ahead and lie down on your bed if you're using this to go to sleep. It can serve both functions. Either way, we get to engage with the parasympathetic nervous system. Probably. So, find yourself in a comfortable position. Maybe you need some support under your knees. Maybe you need a small, tiny, not a pillow, but maybe a folded hand towel under your head to put your neck in just the most comfortable position for your neck. Keep in mind, I am not telling you to put a rolled towel behind your neck. I'm saying a towel folded once or twice under your head, supporting the weight of your head. Once you're comfortable, apply your iPad, iPillow, or maybe a cloth or towel. Get that comfortable so that there's no light coming through. And then take a long, gentle inhale. Hold your breath to have a little chat with your spine about whether or not it's happy. Exhale. Get your shoulders and hips lined up in a way that makes your spine happy. Go down into your hips and find out if your legs are positioned in the most comfortable spot possible. Let your arms be soft and comfortable. And then bring your attention to the breath in your nose. And on exhale, soften your jaw, cheeks, smooth your forehead, and let your gaze be panoramic, wide, so that the little muscles around your eyes are soft. Bring your attention to the breath moving through your throat. And on exhale, soften the space between shoulders and ears. Let your neck be long and soft. Reposition your head if necessary. Sometimes the most comfortable position has your chin a little higher or lower. We're still in the making ourselves comfortable phase. Bring your attention to the breath filling your chest. And on exhale, soften the connection between shoulders and arms. Reposition your arms if you need to. Let the arms be limp and soft. Bring your attention to the breath moving your belly. And on exhale, soften that hip-leg connection in a way that lets the legs be comfortable, soft, and relaxed, and releases the hips a little bit too. And then come into that little space above your navel and below your breastbone where you can watch your diaphragm work. Watch it go down on inhale towards your feet and move back up towards your head on exhale. Sit back and be the spectator. Watch your diaphragm work. And then bring your attention to your right hand. Notice the sensations in the hand, the feeling of the hand against the surface. Notice the different temperatures. Part of your hand might feel warmer and other parts cooler. And then gently extend your fingers and thumb until they're straight and feel the sensations in your palm as you stretch your hand out. And then as you slowly bring the tips of your fingers and thumbs in, feel the muscles on the back of your hand change. And then let your hand return to the most neutral position. Let's try that one again. Stretch your fingers out and notice the sensations in your palm. Slowly and softly make a fist and notice the changes in the back of your hand. And then find that neutral position by releasing your hand. Bring your focus to your right forearm, and as you gently squeeze your hand, feel the arm muscles tense. As you release your hand, feel the forearm muscles loosen and relax. So it's a softer squeeze than we did with the previous one. We're very gently squeezing the right hand and feeling this progress of the right forearm moving from relaxed to tense, and then moving from tense to relaxed. We're also not squeezing enough to activate the upper arm. So one more time. Squeeze, feel the forearm change, slowly release, feel the forearm relax. This time we're going to squeeze enough to activate the upper arm. Doesn't take much. We're not really bearing down here. And then as you release, feel the relaxation travel up the forearm and into the upper arm. The arm is limp. Again, gently squeeze to only activate the forearm and upper arm, and then gently relax and feel the softness travel up the arm. And then last one for this portion of the body, squeeze slowly and carefully all the way up to activating the shoulder. So the movement travels up the forearm and upper arm and into the shoulder, and then as you release, the softness travels through the whole arm, and your whole right hand and arm are soft against the surface. Let's do this one more time. Squeeze the hand enough to activate the whole arm all the way up to the shoulder, and then slowly release and feel the arm relax, release, and become limp. The arm might feel a little heavier than the other arm as well, just now. That's okay. Then let's move down to the right foot. As you extend your toes, feel the back of the foot stretch. And as you curl your toes under, feel the pull on the top of your foot. Do that very slowly back and forth. Spread the toes, the sole activates. Curl the toes, and the top activates and stretches. We can't activate the calf as easily, so we're going to use the one we used last week. Flex the toes toward your knee, the right toes toward the knee, enough to activate the calf, and then release the foot gently. Feel the calf relax. Let's do that again. Flex the foot towards the knee, just enough to activate the calf, not the thigh, just the calf, and then release. Feel the calf soften as the foot moves to a neutral position. Next, we're going to flex the foot enough to activate the whole back of the leg, and then very gently and softly release the foot and feel the relaxation travel through the calf and thigh. Try that again. Flex those toes toward the knee, activate the calf, activate the thigh. Slowly release the foot and feel the calf and thigh soften. Last one on this part of the body. Flex the foot or point, either one will work, but flex the foot enough to feel that activation in the hip. It traveled through your calf, up your thigh, and into your hip, and then slowly let the foot release, and foot becomes limp, calf becomes limp, thigh becomes limp, and hip releases tension. Let's do the same brief on the left leg and arm with great respect for the fact that we are not symmetrical. So you're going to go just as gently on the first one as you did on the first side. So direct your attention to the left foot and leg. Spread the toes and feel the sole of the foot change. Curl the toes under and feel the top of the foot change. Go back and forth a couple of times. Spread and curl. And bring that to stillness. We're going to flex the foot towards the knee just enough to activate the calf. Gently release, return to the neutral position and feel the calf soften, release. Let's do that again. Carefully flex the toes toward the knee just enough to activate the calf, and then release slowly and gently. Feel the calf soften and relax as the foot becomes limp. Next, we're going to flex the foot toward the knee enough to activate the calf and thigh, but not the hip. Just calf and thigh. Slowly release. Feel the relaxation in calf, thigh, as foot becomes limp. Let's do that one again. Flex your toes, your foot, towards your knee. Activate the calf and thigh. And then very slowly soften the foot. Let it return to a neutral position and feel your calf and thigh soften. And then you can point or flex for this one. I'm going to talk through the flexing one. Flex your foot toward your knee and activate calf, thigh, and hip. And then release the foot gently and softly. Feel your calf, thigh, and hip release and relax, become limp. Let's do that one more time. Flex the foot slowly and carefully towards the knee to activate the calf, thigh, and hip. And then slowly release the foot. Feel the calf soften, the thigh soften, and the hip relax. And then bring your attention up to your right hand. Spread the fingers out as straight as you can and feel the changes in the palm. And then curl your fingers in and feel the changes in the back of your hand. Do that 1 or 2 more times. And then let that focus go. And let's slowly and gently squeeze the fingers, make a fist and squeeze just enough to activate the forearm, the lower arm. Doesn't take much effort. And then gently and slowly release the hand. Feel the forearm release and the hand become limp again. Let's try that one again. Bring your fingers, the tips of your fingers gently towards your palm, just enough to activate your forearm. To feel movement in your forearm is what I mean by activation. And then slowly let go. Feel your forearm soften and your hand become limp. This time, I want you to begin to squeeze just a little bit. Activate the forearm and then the upper arm, but not the shoulder. And then slowly release. Feel the forearm and upper arm soften and relax. Let's do that again. Bring your fingers and thumb in to form a fist and gently squeeze enough to activate forearm and upper arm. And then release. Slowly and softly let the whole arm become limp. Little more effort will take that activation all the way up into the shoulder. But you want to notice how much you need. So begin to squeeze gently. There's the forearm, there's the upper arm, and there's the shoulder. As you release the hand, feel the forearm soften, the upper arm soften, and the shoulder. The hand and arm are limp. We're going to go around again and use breath for the whole limb as we tense and release. And so let's go back to our right hand and arm. On inhale, squeeze, activating all the way up to your shoulder. And on exhale, release. Try one more like that on your own. Right foot, flex the foot towards the knee until the leg and hip are activated on the right side on inhale. On exhale, release the foot. Let the whole leg become soft and limp again. Inhale flexes the foot and activates the whole leg. Exhale releases the foot and lets the whole leg become soft and relaxed. Try one of those on your own, please. Left leg and foot, same brief. Flex the foot toward the knee until the calf and thigh and hip are gently activated, and then release the foot and feel calf, thigh, and hip return to a limp, soft state. Let's add breath. As you flex your foot towards your knee, inhale. Activate all the way up into your hip, and then exhale. As you release the foot, become limp again. Please try one with breath at your own pace. And then direct your attention to your chest. Long, steady, full inhale. And on exhale, soften, soften, release all of the air. Feel those muscles become limp and soft. Inhale and feel all those wonderful muscles that help you breathe, moving, doing their job. And on exhale, return them to a soft, grateful, thank you state of relaxation. Bring your attention down to your belly. Long, steady inhale. And then watch the exhale travel up your spine. Last time we talked about the wave going up the beach and smoothing it. That's still the same idea. We're going to inhale, filling the whole torso like the wave traveling up the sand, the choppy, rough sand. And then our exhale moves from tailbone all the way to our nose, smoothing and relaxing everything behind it. And then bring your focus into the little triangle between your breastbone and your navel, where you can watch your diaphragm move. If you're using this meditation to go to sleep, now's when you want to turn off your device and just watch your diaphragm move. But for those of you who are continuing with me, as you watch your diaphragm move, begin to increase your inhale a little bit and gently move your fingers and toes. Let each inhale be a little bigger, and of course the exhale too. Let each inhale be a little bigger than the one before until you're completely aware of your body lying on the surface. When you're completely aware of your body, you can begin to lift up your eye pillow or iPad or move the towel very slowly. Keep in mind you only want to see yellow or orange through your eyelids, no red. Take as long as you need to do this. And then when you've put your iPad aside, wrap your right arm around your head and roll over onto your right side. You can pull your knees up closer to your chest if that feels good. Couple of deep breaths. Slowly open your eyes. Lean slightly forward, put your palms down, and push up to a seated position. You need this technique if you're using a bed or if you're on the floor. If you're in a recliner, now's a good time to put the feet down and sit a little more upright if you're able. So in your sitting position, take a few more deep breaths, and then if you need to, take this opportunity to find a comfortable place to sit. I wanted to give you a couple of tips. One is, again, this can be used for sleep, as I indicated, and it really, really works, I think, for folks who just need to leave that sympathetic state, either because they're anxious or because they're just overwhelmed, overstimulated, and just need to return to a parasympathetic state with its beautiful theta waves, brain waves, that it's very inducive to sleep. That's why we're choosing to take deep breaths afterwards, because maybe it's not time to go to sleep if you're practicing in the morning. We're letting some of that sympathetic energy come back. So if you have any questions about this or anything else, leave comments under this audio, on social, or on the website, and I'll get back to you. Thank you.